Hey everybody, welcome back to Obscurities in Miniature. We are here once more with our weekly painting progress. And what progress it's been since we've been stuck at home with not much else to do. And hopefully you're all in the same situation and you are making the most of it, staying safe and staying healthy. Fingers crossed, right? In the meantime, let's talk models. So first off today, we have a 3D print from Printed Obsession. This is their Sentinel Archangel. And I feel like I might need to go back and do this guy over again because the gold armor just is kind of boring. Now, it's a neat model, and it gives me a vaguely Diablo 3 to whatever vibe with the angels and the empty cassock or whatever you want to call that thing there. I like the flowing ribbony robes that are helping keep it upright. It's a neat way to do it. I just feel like I need to go back. I don't know if it's the best casting job. The actual renders look a little bit stronger. Maybe I just need to go back over it and redefine it, because I did actually hit this with a couple different colors and a red wash, but it doesn't seem to really pick up on the camera. So maybe back to the drawing board on this guy. And he's pretty big. Let's find a model. So here we go. Oh, what is this guy's name? I already forgot. I kept saying it was Artorias, but I don't remember. It was the Signar Duke, but that has been infernalized from Privateer. But yeah, I totally just painted him up in very Artorias colors, and he totally is. And it works. It works. That's him with the Sentinel there. Let's see, what else do we get done? We got Arkhan, either the Cruel or the Black. I believe this is the black version, but I could be totally wrong. And this is from Gale Force 9. And I swear they had to have had this done by Prodos. It was all one sculpt. It really makes me think of their Unicast models. Not that that's a bad thing necessarily, it really reminded me of that style of model, and I'm curious if that's what it actually is. So, single piece, reasonably nice detail quality, other than the fact that his axe came broken. A nice model overall. You can see him there with my wannabe Artorias. What else did we get done this week? Okay. Something different. We started painting the models from Limbo Eternal War, and I cannot figure out how to get these three lined up correctly. These are the Shield Guard, which are an add-on, which was part of the Kickstarter. I'm assuming at some point or another they're going to be available on their own. They're a little bit taller than the average model. I'd say they're closer to 38, 40 millimeters. But for board game pieces, I thought that the quality was quite nice. And I thought just regular silver was going to be kind of dull and boring, so we embellished them with a little bit of gold. You know, this guy is standing on a skeleton head. Very dynamic pose. You know, the only thing that really bugs me about these guys is the back of their shield. I feel like there could have been something done on the interior, and I didn't feel like trying to snap it off and cut those sprue parts down. They're nice models. Maybe I'll find a use for them in Vanguard. They can join the Basilians or something. They're probably way bigger than a typical Mantic model. A lot closer in size to a Conquest model. Heck, maybe I'll use them for 100 Kingdoms, guys. An idea. I was pleased to see that it looks like Parabellum is going to eventually be doing a skirmish mode for Conquest. So, that'd be cool. Speaking of Conquest, we did a very sloppy and quick test run on the Vanguard Infiltrators. They're supposed to have like organic swords anyways. They're the kind of ninja dudes. I don't know if all the blacks and grays are showing up on camera. They're there in person, but just a real quick job. I wanted to see how they would look. I think it works. And as I've said many times before, not a week goes by without a Kingdom Death model. I finally got the Valentine's Day pinup done to a point that I am reasonably satisfied with it. Not the best paint job. There are absolutely better ones out there. But I figure, you know what, I'm just shooting to get it done. And hopefully do a decent job. And I actually did paint the face. Trying to give her some anime eyes there. I'm just happy I got it done. I really am. It was a big challenge for me. And it was definitely something out of my comfort zone in terms of both content, style, and size. So, she can Mad Teacup her way out of the picture. And finally, that doesn't seem like much because most of my time was spent finishing and building this guy up. And yes, that's just the bottom of the base. So take a big old swig of coffee here. This is the King of Ruin from Creature Caster, and I've had him since he was released, and that has to be at least a year plus. And yeah, I will get you the entire model shown in just a sec, but I just want you to see all the friggin' detail on that base. And trying to paint this guy was the biggest challenge because I had glued it all together when I really shouldn't have. This was in a very early video I did. But yeah, I tried to get every little crack and crevice on this guy painted up, and I still can't even fit him on. Okay, that's better. Still, there we go. Okay, we'll put our Duke, just to give you guys a good sense of scale. This guy is absolutely massive. It took me a long time, and I just could not work up the willpower for the longest time to get him finished. I mean, it was a lot of work trying to painting those gauntlets and all the little details in between and all the little bits of the armor. And unfortunately, the detail isn't really showing on camera, but just like the reds on the wings and the body are like 3 different colors, but unfortunately they're just kind of blending together, which is pissing me off. And his chains, which are flying everywhere. Let's see, the one here on his arm, I don't know how many times I've broken this one off trying to get it painted. It's just been a challenge, but it's done. So you know what, now I'm thinking it's time for another giant creature caster model. Off the top of my head, I know we have the King of Ruin, which is the big Nurgle Great Unclean One guy. We've got the Queen of Lust, which is the crazy Tzeentchian pleasure demon with the giant pincers. I've got the Queen of Ruin, which is the big chunky Nurgle lady, for lack of better terms. What else we got? I'm sure there's a couple more. There's actually a couple that I haven't even shown off on camera, but we'll get to those eventually. And there's even more that are supposed to arrive tomorrow. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I'm happy. He's done. Let me know what you guys think. King of Ruin, Queen of Lust, or some other creature caster model as I fling the camera all over the table here. So, a big sigh of relief from me, and hopefully with all the free time you guys are having out there, you're getting your stuff done too. With that said, this is High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, stay safe and healthy out there, and hopefully you guys are getting your paints all finished too. Bye-bye.